Hello and welcome to a new video, and today we're going to be talking about the fact that Asgore is my favorite character in the goddamn tale, yeah! Now why is the Ass-Man himself the best character in goddamn Undertale? Well, it's all got to do with his character. See, I think there are a few pillars of his character and we gotta explore them in this video. We got the guilt, we got the kindness, we got the threat, we got the resolve. But what do they mean though? Well, the guilt's pretty obvious. See, he's guilty. He feels guilt about the fact that he keeps killing children. So, to recap, because of something very stupid that Chara made Azrael do, the humans are now at war with the monsters. And see, Asgore kinda has to kill a few of them to break the barrier, because the barrier is holding everyone down there. And I forgot how many children are dead at the start of the game. I think it's 7. See, 7 humans have already died due to his order. Now, it is actually kind of maybe a little bit implied that the ballerina actually killed the monster because the tutu is dusty, but that can also just be because, you know, it's on the floor where dust is. That doesn't tell us anything. So, for all we know, 7 innocent human beings were murdered in the underground. And because of this quote of Tobias Foxworth in an escapist article himself, we also know that these were children. So 7 human children are dead. And another has just fallen into Lego City. Now, the kindness. We actually hear about the kindness literally all over the game, unless it's Toriel, where we don't do that. See, this Asgore guy, he is an exceptional king. Like, imagine a king going outside of his castle, he just struts down right to the local school and it's like, yo! Or imagine a king just comes down to the local library, reads a few books and it's like, yo! Like, this guy is just a kind-ass king. Barely a goddamn king. He's just not a monarch. He's just the head of state at this point. By the way, we also know that before this whole human debacle, the relationship between Asgore and Toriel, fucking flawless. They were lovey-dovey all the goddamn way. There's canon. It just kind of fell apart when Asgore decided to not, go beyond the border after he killed a single human. See, that's what a lot of people don't understand. This is a side tangent, but I'm gonna include it anyway. A lot of people think that Toriel left Asgore because Asgore started killing children. That's not true. Asgore killed a child and then refused to use the soul to go beyond the barrier to kill 6 more. I mean 7. I don't know the number. I think it's 6 dead kids. I think that number is wrong. Doesn't matter. But she left because of Asgore's cowardice, which I would like to weigh in on, by the way. I don't think that's cowardly. I just think this whole war business is not something this bro wants in the first place. You know, if I declare that I'm going to kill 7 people and also declare war on a race and don't want to do that, I'm like, okay guys, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you by just staying here even though I can get out there. I'm not a coward, I can easily kill those humans, but I don't wanna. That just makes him a less than desirable leader, but he's still kind to everyone, it's not that bad. You know, I feel like I would jive with Toriel a lot more if she just kind of left after, Asgore killed a child. Cause, that's crazy to do. But no, it's specifically stated she didn't leave because of the dead child. She left because there weren't more dead children right this instant. So yeah, Toriel kinda crazy. I'm gonna be honest. That's just me though. And the threat. Now, this is less of a personality trait and more of a narrative device. However, I absolutely love the narrative device and it's kind of part of Asgore, so I'm gonna mention it anyway. See, Toriel talks about Asgore why the fuck am I being called now? Hi, you're on video. I'm literally recording a video right now.
Oh, just look at this for a moment.
Hold on.
My balls are so I feel so confident.
I just understand it.
My balls, I feel so confident. I think what he was trying to say is, my balls feel enlarged. My confidence is back. My balls are so big.
My balls are, I feel so confident.
Yes, he failed to say balls are so big. I'm recording a funny YouTube video.
Oh, do you call it the whiteboard video?
Yeah, I actually, I said hello and welcome to what I call a new video. That's what I said.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy, I know. This whole thing is gonna be in the video.
Your little video there.
A little video, that's fucking little piece of shit video. And you have fun recording, like editing your little fucking piece of shit game show, you bitch ass motherfucker.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. Bye. Where was I? Oh yeah, Toriel. Toriel discusses Asgore like he's the worst threat we can ever possibly face. And she's fucking right. I mean, she isn't, but like, she should be fucking right. No one has ever made it past Asgore. That much even Undyne says. Yeah, she's getting a little here. She's getting an ultimate mention down here. Undyne says no one's ever made it past Asgore, meaning even other children have made it to Asgore. We know they're children, they made it all the way to Asgore. Monsters are that fucking weak in this universe. But Asgore is uniquely not weak. And Toriel would also be not weak, but like, she is... Toriel is just like Asgore, a boss monster. So technically speaking, Toriel is the second strongest monster in the underground. But the reason she's not the fucking strongest one is because she doesn't want to fight you and actually doesn't. Like, she's barely like moving her arms and like then just trying not to kill you if you get too close to that. Meanwhile, Asgore doesn't want to kill you and he's like, I'm gonna feel really bad about this, like, I'm gonna stab you though. Unless, of course, you do the general route where he's like, I'm not gonna win this. What kind of monster? But I love how his threat is built up. In addition to the kindness, see, both are built up at the exact same time, sometimes by the exact same character. Undyne gives us a whole speech about how she trained with Asgore, and that's a kindness and good king thing, and then she makes it a threat. I like how these two complement each other, go against each other, and ultimately enforce this. This makes sense and is good storytelling. So what does that one mean? Well, Asgore has actually lost that. See, the initial resolve to do this whole human monster war came from the loss of his son, and also, like, kind of also second child, like, not like really, but like, they were there. His kid just fucking died, his other kid just fucking poisoned themselves. War has been declared, we gotta stop him. If we don't declare this war, this will be a diplomatic disaster. So, to keep the people behind the back of our kingdom, we gotta declare war on the humans yet again. There is literally nothing else you can do, despite how much you hate it. So, in a war where you're stuck in a position unless you get something, you literally have to wait and see what comes your way. And what came Asgore's way was a fucking child. So at that point, what do? You literally declared war on all of humanity, and the first human you see is a small, itty, tiny child. Well, he's set to eradicate, so Asgore fucking murks that kid. He really did not want to do that. I mean, if a human like adult fell down, that'd be one thing, but a child too? With the whole reason of the war being that 2 children died? That's gotta feel real fucking bad. And now you have the soul in your hand. You have all of the power you need to just take the soul, insert it into yours, go through the fucking barrier to the same village that killed your son and decimate it. Taking their souls, breaking the barrier, and going in all-out war with humanity. But you fucking kill the kid. You literally just stare at the soul, just kill the kid because they killed yours. You're no better than the people you seek to destroy. And so you make an announcement. You proclaim that we will wait for the humans to fall down and break the barrier to go in one clean sweep. And your wife looks at you with disgust. Not because you killed a child, no, that not. But because you don't go out there. You are a coward! She leaves. You are now alone. This war having not only cost you your entire family up to this point, but also your fucking guilt-free mind. You've already got the blood of a child's hands on your paws. And suddenly, after a very long time, another human falls down. And suddenly their soul is in your possession again. And that happens again and again and again. Nobody is around you. Your family is long gone. You don't even know what happened to them at this point. Can you even remember their faces? You wouldn't fucking know. And imagine having all but one soul. You suddenly start training Undyne. You're trying to fill that void left by all of the death and destruction you have sought all over the goddamn place. You fill it with Undyne, you train her up to be the ultimate royal guardswoman, and suddenly it all ends. You can't run anymore. The last human has arrived. The century you've spent running from your problems is suddenly catching up to you, and it's standing in front of you right on your fucking flowers. So what do? Gotta make this showdown special for them. They went all the way to you, might as well show them the ending. No need to tarnish your throne room, no need to be violent. How about we have a nice little talk over at the barrier where we will meet for one final time. Your journey is over, and so is mine. My journey of running and running and running is finally over. It is about time. And ultimately, you lose. All of that running, all of that fighting, all of the murder, ultimately meaningless. You have fought and killed and killed and killed again just to die in the last 100-meter sprint. So of course, even if you are spared and not killed by Flowey, ultimately, you can't live with yourself. If you don't know, if you play 2 neutral runs in a row, this happens.
No, that's just a fantasy, isn't it, young one? When I look at you, I'm reminded of the human that fell here long ago. You have the same feeling of hope in your eyes. There is an ancient prophecy among our people. One day, a savior will come from the heavens. Somewhere in the world outside, there must be a way to free us from our prison. It pains me to give you this responsibility, but please, take my soul and seek the truth. I'm sorry, I couldn't give you a simple, happy ending. But I believe your freedom is what my son, what Asriel would have wanted.
Yeah, he killed himself. Huh. You know, when looking at Asgore, I feel like a lot of it can just be like described with ending in whoopsie daisy. You know, Toby wrote such a good character, he forgot he wrote a good character. Whoopsie daisy. Toby wrote such a good character, Fangamer forgot to make merch of him. Whoopsie daisy. Toby wrote such a good character, the fandom forgot he was a good character. Whoopsie daisy. A lot of people like to get hung up on this. They like to make the entire character it has all of these nuances, all of these things going on, and they like to cut the pie here. Well, I presume it's a cultural thing. A lot of people like to think of stuff as black and white. Good versus evil. And unfortunately, in Undertale, there simply just isn't evil. A lot of people have grown up on the stories of World War II, where there was an objective evil there. And yes, there's an objective evil in World War II. This shouldn't be a discussion. A little hint, it was me, my people, I am Deutsch. But there's no black and white, because that isn't how Toby writes his stories. So, you gotta pull down your black and white wall. We gotta just look at the whole thing, and then we can make this decision whether or not you personally think that this guy is a bad person. But what we all gotta realize is that no matter if Asgore is a bad person or not, maybe he's just a good fucking character, guys. Like, come on! I have listed all of that. If you have the fucking opinion that it's not a good character, I might just come to your home and My legs hurt from standing. My feet goes hard, it's time to cue the clown.